He's no longer the CEO of Amazon, but Jeff Bezos is still the richest person in the world. His spending hasn't slowed down one bit since transitioning to the role of executive chairman.
Oh, yeah.
At the time of producing this video, Bezos had a net worth of $205 billion.
Wow.
And he's still
That's
selling
crazy.
Amazon stock to pay for his incredible lifestyle. $205 billion can buy a lot of toys. The money that Bezos has invested into his aerospace company Blue Origin has allowed him to take a suborbital rocket into space. He also owns a massive compound in Beverly Hills,
Wow, that's
2
crazy.
private jets, and a sprawling estate outside of Seattle. This is how Jeff Bezos spends his billions. Now that Bezos has handed over the reins of Amazon to new CEO Andy Jassy,
I'm kind of curious why he did that, but I guess at the same time, he's made so much money and it's such a big company that, like, he probably wants to enjoy life too. Because I've seen, like, these other CEOs just work their entire lives and they just never take time for themselves, so yeah, I guess it makes sense.
he has a lot more time to pursue his true passion, space exploration. Bezos spends the vast majority of his disposable income building rockets. All those impulse purchases you made on Amazon paid for Bezos' trip to space. Don't take my word
Right.
for it, he said so himself. Every new Prime membership means Bezos gets a little bit closer to his dream of colonizing space. He invests $1 billion.
I almost wonder if he got this dream slash passion from Star Trek. 'Cause I remember I read something before that he's like a huge fan of Star Trek, so maybe that's why that's been his big goal in life, is to travel in space.
Dollars of his own money into Blue Origin every year. And as he sells more Amazon stock, you can bet he'll be putting even more money into developing new.
The thing that I don't understand is why sell his Amazon stock. Like, I feel like it would make more sense to do like a very tiny, like, say, like, let's do 30% dividend or even a 1% or 2%. That way he wouldn't have to sell any of his principal, and then he would get like cash flow coming to him every year. So, or just give himself a higher payout as when he was the CEO. I think it's weird that he's selling off his shares. So what if it gets to the point where he sells so much off that he barely owns any of the company anymore?
Rockets. After all, he has to keep up with Elon Musk and SpaceX. Bezos and Blue Origin made history when the New Shepard rocket blasted into space on July 20th, but that's only the beginning. The historic moment marked Blue Origin's first human flight, but there will be more to come. Bezos, along with his brother Mark, 82-year-old aviator Wally Funk, and 18-year-old student Oliver Damon traveled more than 60 miles above the Earth
18-year-old.
during Blue Origin's first passenger flight. If you feel envious, the best solution is to save your money. Blue Origin has opened ticket sales for future flights and is already approaching $100 million in sales.
Wow, that's
Space-related
crazy.
revenue is expected to reach $1 trillion by 2040, so expect to see a lot more millionaires and billionaires leaving Earth. Bezos plans to spend his entire fortune on space exploration and wants Blue Origin to build a series of city-like floating space
Whoa,
stations
what?
over the next 100 years. Bezos'
That would be
30,000-acre Texas ranch, which serves as the base of operation for Blue Origin, is just one of the many incredible properties he owns. He has spent more than $500 million building an amazing real estate empire, and now he's one of the largest individual landowners in the world. The prized gem of Bezos' real estate portfolio is undoubtedly his incredible estate in Beverly Hills. His purchase of the $175 million compound was historic.
Wow, so out of $500 million, they said real estate portfolio, $175 million is one place. That's crazy.
In more ways than one. The sale was the most expensive in California history, and the estate was once owned by legendary movie mogul Jack Warner.
Whoa, what?
Bezos' Beverly Hills estate includes a 13,600 square foot mansion, 2 guest houses, a tennis court, a swimming pool, and a
that's
9-hole
crazy.
golf course. The compound is
9-hole golf course too. Wow. Oh man, it's just like Imagine going to your backyard and you have like a golf course. Like what? It's like, and it's just yours. It's no one else's. Oh man.
Surrounded by tall hedges and has a large gate that's completely hidden from street view. If you were driving past, you probably wouldn't even notice it. The epic Georgian-style mansion has 8 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, a screening room, an expansive ball.
There's more bathrooms than bedrooms? What? What? That's just so weird to me. I feel like I would rather have more bedrooms than bathrooms, but oh well. I mean, I guess it's so big, it's probably like, if you really have to go, you don't want to have to be running down, like, the whatever, just to get to another bathroom. There's probably, I guess, kind of get it, but it's still kind of funny to have that many bathrooms. Or maybe they do that because like it's so big. It's probably was meant to have big parties too.
And a dining room that can easily fit 14 guests.
Wow.
When Bezos is in New York for business, he stays at his $80 million Manhattan penthouse. The 17,000 square
that's
foot
crazy.
luxury apartment has 12 bedrooms total and offers stunning views of Madison Square Park. Bezos purchased the penthouse and the 2 apartments directly below to create a 3-story marvel with beautiful modern architecture. The apartment's spacious main floor great room features a contemporary.
So he bought all that extra space just to make it into like a bigger living area. Man, it's like, you have like a lot of money where you could just drop $80 million on that.
Design, and the rooftop terrace is the perfect place to relax and gaze at the New York skyline. The building that houses Bezos' high-end apartment has a fitness center, golf simulator, a game room, and a movie screening room.
Wow.
Bezos even has access to an exclusive private elevator. Bezos might not have to oversee the day-to-day operations of Amazon anymore, but he hasn't completely abandoned the multi-trillion-dollar company. He's still focusing on the big picture at Amazon. That's why he still owns a sprawling 5.3-acre estate close to Amazon HQ1. Bezos' Medina.
I mean, that makes sense because like, I think Bob Iger, he obviously wasn't like the creator of Disney, but Bob Iger was like the CEO of Disney, and I remember listening to something he said before that he didn't like being the CEO because he felt like he had to focus on a lot of like obviously budgets and stuff like that, or like things that any manager can do, or CEO. Bob Iger, I remember he stepped down from that role because he wanted to be more focused on the vision, and it makes sense for Jeff Bezos to do that. I mean, it's just like, might as well just hire somebody to run the company, like all the the more boring parts about just making sure everything's going correctly. So it makes sense for him to be more focused on the vision of Amazon and what its future be like. Because I mean, I could just see being a CEO of such a massive company. You have so much to worry about or have to do. So it makes sense.
The Washington compound consists of 2 mansions. The 26,000 square foot mansion has 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, while the 8,300 square foot mansion has 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. The entire compound is worth $53 million.
Wow,
that's a lot of money, but for Bezos, it's chump change. He makes more than that in a day. Bezos also owns a historic mansion in Washington, D.C. that dates back all the way to 1912. It's one of the largest mansions in the area and is on the National Registry of Historic Places. The mansion, which was formerly a textile museum, cost Bezos $23 million.
That's crazy.
He then spent an additional $12 million renovating the property to his exact specifications. As he often does, Bezos purchased the adjacent mansion for $5 million.
Wow.
Bezos owns not 1, but 2 luxurious.
When he started Amazon, I wonder if he ever thought he would become so wealthy. Like, sometimes it makes me wonder if he knew it was gonna be such a big deal that he would make so much money from Amazon.
luxurious Gulfstream G650 ERs. They're worth $75 million each, and he uses the
Wow.
expensive private jets to travel all over the world for business meetings. They're essentially flying boardrooms. Each jet cost Bezos $70 million, and then he spent $10 million customizing the incredible private planes. Each jet has a range of 13,000.
It's just so crazy, like how much money he spends to just purchasing these things, but then he just loves customizing everything, and it's just like so much more money. But if you're making that much money, he probably just doesn't care. Like, I mean, if you're making that much money, like all those millions and millions of dollars every single day, like he's like, oh well, like he doesn't look at anything, the price tag. He probably just like, oh, I want that, and he just like gets it.
1,890 kilometers, which means he can travel from Amazon headquarters to just about anywhere in the world nonstop. Bezos stores his private jets in a $5.5 million hangar at Boeing Field south of Seattle. The G650ER is a popular choice among billionaires thanks to its spacious interior and state-of-the-art technology. It's equipped with fly-wire technology for a more comfortable flight, and the jet's enhanced flight vision system allows authorized pilots to land without natural vision in low visibility conditions.
Wow.
Each of Bezos' jets has 4 living areas, 16 oval windows, and handcrafted leather seats. Now that he's semi-retired, Bezos is spending a lot more time vacationing with his new girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez. The pair often rent yachts and go on.
That's the thing too. It blows my mind that he like got into divorce, had to give up. I think it was like 40 billion, 60 billion, and he still like somehow has like 205 billion. I was like, that's crazy. Like, if he didn't get into divorce, he would be worth quarter of a trillionaire. I'm like, what?
Epic sailing adventures, but Bezos is in the process of building a brand new super yacht from scratch. Details of Bezos' new $500 million yacht are scarce, but we do know it will be 417 feet long and sport 3 enormous masts. It will be similar to massive 3-mast sailing yachts that already exist, and include a support yacht complete with helipad. Bezos doesn't just spend all his money on himself. He might not be as charitable as Warren Buffett or Bill Gates, but he does give away huge sums of money. After the New Shepard rocket landed back on Earth, Bezos announced that he would be donating $100 million each to both CNN contributor Van Jones and celebrity chef Jose Andres. Both Jones and Andres are known for their philanthropic efforts, so the money is sure to make a difference. Bezos has donated to a wide variety of charities over the years, including the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center and Mary's Place. He recently announced that he's giving $200 million to the Smithsonian to renovate the Air and Space Museum and build the Bezos Learning Center. The brand new education center will feature programs and activities that inspire students to pursue
Wow, that's so cool.
innovation and explore careers in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. In 2000,
I mean, that's cool. I mean, these are very like important things for our future, as like society, and I just like I mean, I think it's cool that I feel like if they made like more and more exciting and showing the kids and stuff like this is what our future will be, based on all your guys' hard work, I think will inspire a lot more people to want to learn and keep growing.
20, Bezos spent $10 billion to create the Bezos Earth Fund in an effort to combat climate change. Here's an interesting fact. Did you know that Bezos' divorce cost him $36 billion?
Okay, it's 36. I thought it was like 200. I mean, I thought it was 40 billion to 60. So I guess he would have been worth 241 billion if he didn't get into divorce. But at the same time, that's kind of weird because I thought when you get into divorce, you had to give up half of your net worth. So unless Amazon was only worth 72, well, it was only worth. Oh, his wealth was only 72 million before the divorce, but I mean, if that's true, that means he made like 6 times his money somehow in the since he got into a divorce.
That's how much Amazon stock his ex-wife Mackenzie Scott was awarded when the pair split up. Despite the huge hit to Bezos' portfolio, he's still significantly richer now than when his divorce was finalized. Back then, he had a net worth of $150 billion. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to this channel for more great videos.
That's crazy. So he had a net worth of 150, but he only had to give her 36? Or, yeah. That's weird. I feel like he would have had to give more, but oh well. It's a pretty interesting video. It's interesting to see what stuff he likes to do with his free time. I mean, if you have that much money, you pretty much could just do whatever. So it's gonna be interesting to see what future rockets or stuff will come out, and it'd be cool to see if he's able to pull off making these like cities in space. That would be pretty insane. But I enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed this video, leave me a like, subscribe, and thank you very much.